from where Garp is right now, yes or no? Is he redeemable?
You saw this here at God Valley, and you stayed in the Marines. Why? Yo, your son left and created a worldwide army. Like, it's not like you was at a loss for options. You don't gotta become a pirate. So why are you still in the Marines?
I'm over the excuses for Garp, bro. I'm over it.
I'm like, why are you still there? You didn't know. Now you know. And now you finna see the worst of it. If Emu didn't show up, cool. But Emu's showing up. And you still stayed in the Marines. Why?
The only explanation I could accept is he's a plant and he's helping Dragon.
It gotta be something.
Yeah, it's the same thing for me.
What's interesting is like if Garp joined Dragon even 10 years ago, that would shift everything.
Because how many people would join, like the perception
yeah, like so many
of the
people,
hero of the Marine.
Who else would probably join that? Maybe some
From
pirates?
that point on, it's just a matter of how many people, like on a worldwide scale. This man, I feel like Garp damn near carried the PR of the Marines on his back.
Yeah,
Hero.
he did. So,
You know
and if he shifts all that energy, because
like, the hero
with Sabo,
beats.
imagine like you now add Garp into that with Sabo.
Exactly. Bruh. That's why I'm so confused. Because folks like, man, this chapter saved Garp. All those oppression, impact, and all this other stuff is dead now. No, it's not. It's honest. I would say, I won't say it's worse, but you can argue that it's worse that he saw Emu come down from the heavens and do this and to kill rocks. And he saw that and said, well, I'm gonna just stay put,
Well, bro, I'm telling you, he's trying to change the Marines from the inside, bro.
Man, I think there's no real specific way he can go about it. He's really powerless because if you think about, other than Dragon building up something, he himself in his position of not only PR, trying to help the people that's inside the Marines that have nothing to do with what's going on outside, he can't really move that much.
Bro, Garp obviously had something to do with Sword, bro. He had to.
He better.
Even the respectable pirates that we have nowadays looked at him as a monster back then. Listen, sometimes the lesser of two evils is an option. We shouldn't be accepting anything Emu is doing. And we know Big Mom, Kaido, Shiki, everybody that was on that side now knows the evil that we're working. They was literally a crew that was going to try to take over the world themselves. You don't got to take over the world, but you could get rid of the bigger of the two evils and try to figure out something else from that point on.
You could expose information too. Like, Garp not only has the strength where he's kind of untouchable if he teams up with a dragon or just really anyone powerful, but he also has so much insight with the actual system and information that no one knows, secrets that have been hidden.
It don't take 38 years to
but at the end of the day, what is Garp gonna be able to do to Emu?
The same thing.
We gotta find out, bro. We gotta find, because
how is he? But how is he gonna be Emu? That's the whole point.
Well, Roger, Garp, and they survived Emu, and maybe you could say he was just going after
Whitebeard.
rocks, but everybody survived except for rocks.
Bro, Emu is probably a god, like a literal god.
Okay, let's say Garp couldn't do nothing, so he just stays put. That's the problem. You are a member of the D clan.
You see how Kuzan joined Blackbeard in the end. Kuzan would have joined the Revolutionary Army if Garp joined. Maybe Shiki or somebody else. He's pissed off because of what happened to rocks.
But what does it matter in the end? That doesn't matter.
Saying like, okay, Garp can't rebel against Emu because he can't beat Emu means, well, don't go fight Emu, but you can go empower other people. You can create. You can join the revolution.
He is empowering people through the Marines.
Who?
No, bro.
Literally, bro, he's literally called the hero of the Marines. You know how many people have been impacted by Garp?
They're not impacted to go against Emu.
But no, Garp is known as the hero of the Marines around the entire planet of One Piece.
The more people he funnels to the Marines puts more support behind the world government.
Yeah, but not if they're good natured, though.
If your entire way to fight back against the system is to just bring more people into the system, then you're not fighting back. You're just contributing to the system, because
he's not doing it to give them more ammo. He's doing that to give himself ammo to eventually make the Marines a better place for people to join.
Sword's built for the reason so that the Navy can choose what they want to do in certain situations. Saving people like Kobe did, or making sure that they can not follow certain orders from the Navy so that they can work around their own justice and actions. That's what Sword's supposed to be for, right?
Garp, with that influence to start an organization like Sword in the Marines, that's still handicapped in the long run, could have just left the Marines and those very same people he inspired in the Marines could have been inspired in a revolutionary army, and it could have got way more done worldwide. It wouldn't just be saving people that can afford to pay the celestial tax. They would actually be saving people worldwide.
But if somebody like Garp went and helped Dragon, they would be a main target by Emu. They are not beating
He's already
Emu.
the world's worst criminal. It's not gonna change much.
But it doesn't matter, bro. So at this point, he's looking at it like, okay, Dragon's doing his thing. I can actually do something better for the Marines. The Marines Marines is an organized force that has power all across the planet. If you can go into that and change it from the inside and make it a better Marine force for the world, why wouldn't you stay and do that?
What do you think about Garp's knowledge of Joy Boy? Do we think he knows who Joy Boy is?
I think that Garp being a member of the D-Clan and still doing everything he's in and still in the position he's in, it's disgraceful to the D-Clan. I don't think he knows who Joy Boy is, but I think he sees some stuff here.
He probably knows who Joy Boy is. He probably just doesn't know how important Joy Boy is.
Because I think that Dragon and Shanks have already attributed to Luffy being Joy Boy or the main presence in some way, which is why they're like equivocally just waiting for him. But Garp doesn't know, because I think that if he did know, then he would do exactly what you guys are saying, which is just straight up leave. He knows that it's a problem. I don't know why he's stuck still in the Marines, and it could be either Garp's just a dumbass, or it could be just, you know, he's waiting for the right time. Maybe for Luffy, maybe for something else. That's why I think the main question is, does he know about Joy Boy's existence?
I mean, he knows about Dragon's existence. Dragon is doing enough on his own to create a worldwide coalition to fight back against these Marines. It's a worldwide revolution going on right now.
Who's the head of it right now?
Dragon.
In the people's eyes, who's the head of the Revolutionary Army?
Okay, let's say it's Sabo. Sabo's still a member of Dragon's Revolutionary Army, so it still goes back to Dragon.
But he's making all the moves.
We're looking at Garp and his actions, but don't you think also like Whitebeard and Roger, like Whitebeard in his final words when everybody's watching, he didn't say anything about Emu.
He said the One Piece story.
Like, don't you think, like, we can say stuff about Garp, but no one's really, like, speaking on...
But them guys not posturing themselves to be heroes, though.
But hold on, but Whitebeard is specifically out of just pure pettiness and what he believes. He's saying, he's kind of doing this to go at Sengoku and the world government. Like, one day Joy Boy's gonna come in, there's gonna be a war, and it's gonna be over for you. But he didn't, like, why not just expose Emu?
And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna respond to that. I think that's a great question. I think that there is a specific reason why you cannot straight up just expose it and say it. There has to be a reason behind it. But I think that holding pirates to this same, because Whitebeard saw all this shit, he said, look, that's enough for me. I just want a family. I'm not trying to say the word. You know what I'm saying? Roger, you can also say the same thing. Why at Roger execution did you not just say such and such? But both of those two guys in their dying breaths,
but with Roger, I think it's a little bit more understandable because it's like he doesn't really have much to do with Emu. But in the sense of Whitebeard, where I'm assuming that Emu is the one who took out Rocks. You know what I'm saying? So
Roger
like,
had to see something though. Roger had to see something.
Yeah, but that's way more personal. If Emu took out your captain and targeted his family, I feel like that's a point where like I would want some kind of petty revenge on Emu.
I think him saying the One Piece is real is his petty revenge. Because if you look at Vegapunk, he did the exact same thing. His speech narrowed it down, spoke a lot about the truth, exposed the world government, but what was it leading towards the end? The One Piece.
Could it be a PTSD response? Because like Cameron, I think he might be onto something where he's like Emu could just nuke the entire planet, and maybe like,
I still think he could. I think
maybe God Valley was nuked, and then it's like, okay, maybe I shouldn't bring that up because then we don't know what could happen.
I'm getting nuked too, yeah.
I just think that Whitebeard, what he did was massive. It was basically like a diet version of Roger's speech, but just reaffirmation. That's not Whitebeard's standard, but just reaffirming, because you know you can see a scenario where Roger did what he did to drive people to the seas so that the next Joy Boy can become, and he probably did that because he knew like it has to happen at a certain time. If it's going to happen, it has to be the next generation of pirates. Whitebeard just reaffirmed that.
It's the diet version of Roger's, but in a way it's just as important because you're confirming what everyone's out here for.
Now that I think about it, like looking through each and every single person that knows about Laugh Tale or the One Piece more or less, like Vegapunk's confession, Whitebeard's confession, you got Roger's confession, and then even Odin, right? All of them are always pointing towards a specific time. Someone will find it at an exact certain time. They all knew. They just didn't know who. They were just trying to figure out how to push it forward.
I just need to ask this one question to everybody. I want everybody to stand on 10 toes. From where Garp is right now, yes or no, is he redeemable?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. He's not like an evil villain.
It's a very big asterisk, but yes.
He's redeemable, but it's like, it's going to be very hard to pull off.
Yeah, there's not many things that can redeem him.
You know, Oda can do it. And it's going to happen. I have no worries that at the end of this story, we're going to look at Garp with like, okay, yeah, you know, he did his thing. But I'm just saying from what we know right now, because people making excuses for what we know right now. They'll make excuses for his redemption.
Garp is going to be a major part of that fight against the Gorosei.
Hopefully.
I don't see any way where that's not. To me, it's just set up where you have the old men of the world government. Garp is going to fight one of them.